be a healthy balance of action and detachment, right? I mean, be action oriented, go towards a goal, achieve your personal greatness, but at the same time be detached from the outcome. Where if it doesn't go the way that your mind perceives it, don't create a perception that you failed. Just try again or attempt to do something different.
Right. And be awake for whatever comes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about the process. Okay, so Brian, you did this practice, you experienced it. It sounds like something that you embraced. And just in our conversation today, there's some interesting ideas that are coming forth. And I wonder if you have any thoughts about what we could focus on the next time that we sit together and do this.
You're asking me for my prompt?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, I wrote something down for you guys. How may I be holding myself back from reaching my greatest potential for love, abundance, and self-acceptance?
Okay, I'm just writing it.
Yep. How may I be holding myself back from reaching my greatest potential for love, abundance, and self-acceptance?
That is amazing. Wow. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That is profound. I can't wait. I cannot wait to use that prompt for myself and to share. And I don't know who's going to be joining us next week to talk about it, but I cannot wait for this one. I'm in my new mode of just receiving and seeing who might it be of all the people I'm connected to. The right person is going to show up for this, but this is a juicy, amazing, amazing prompt. I love it in so many ways.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for this. Brian, we have a little bit of time left before we have to go, and I'm wondering if you can share a little bit about some of what you are doing with your clients at this time to help them with their achieving their own abundance and greatest potential.
Yeah, for sure. I've been in the process of creating the final stages of that journal that you referenced earlier. And I've called it Roadmap to Life Mastery. I've been able to create the analogy of owning and driving a car in comparison of basically the journey of your life. So it's got a few components to it where we do a life assessment to see how balanced or imbalanced your 8 spokes of your wheel is. Later on in the goal setting aspect of it, we condense that down to your core 4, which basically are the 4 tires of the car. From there, we create your we create your true north. We help identify your true north with your compass and doing your core values. Then we plug that into a visioning session where we go into what worked for you last year, what were your successes, what were your failures, how you want to move forward into your goal for this year in terms of setting your 5 goals. So we condense the 8 spokes of the core value wheel down to your core 4, and we set a ton of goals in each category, and then we break them down to your banner 3 goals, which are the primary 3 that you'll focus on for the year, and then two extras for your top 5 goals.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that analogy that you're using in terms of the car and the journey and the vehicle. The vehicle.
Yeah, because we're all on a journey and we're all heading in a destination, and either we're going towards what our life's purpose is meant for, or we're not. Some might be going towards what their life goals are, but ideally might not be also in alignment with their life purpose. So what in my experience and through the work that I'm doing is hope to connect someone with their life's purpose, their belief systems, and their goals all together, so that they can move their vehicle in the direction a lot faster. They can accelerate that vehicle a lot faster to the end result.
And tell me, I mean, you clearly have been on this journey yourself, and that you can see your core values coming through in your writing today, through this practice. And tell me the benefit that you see when people bring all of this to laser focus, like to intentionality. What do you see that happens to people when this happens?
Awareness. People get awareness, and at that point they can make a decision, right, of whether or not they're happy with how and the way that their life is going, or they can make a change towards different actions towards making choices, behaviors towards an action towards their goals or towards their life.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So that awareness is everything, and the willingness to act, right, is the way that we actually change ourselves and change the world. I mean, this is what motivates me, is that if we all are aligned, right, we're just shining so much light around us, the world changes around us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So may this challenging time be the call to action, that it's not about waiting for some powerful force to save us. No, it's about each of us becoming that force that saves ourselves, and the world changes around us.
Yeah, I like to reference it as a releasing versus a becoming, because we all have what it takes within inside of us. It's all there. We're all born the same way. We all have the same gifts internally. I mean, yes, we have different sacred gifts, but ultimately we're all on the same platform. It's just a matter of releasing what is truly already inside of you, and becoming that person that we all need to become, to change our own lives or change the world.
Absolutely, Brian. I know there was a reason I was brought back together and reconnecting with you, because that's precisely right. That most of us is just, we need to come into who we are and get rid of all of the stuff that is just clouding and dimming our light. We need to like slough it off, and I literally think of it as like guck, like just blocking the shine. So this is when it's at these times when we feel shaken, if we have the presence of mind to really listen, then everything we need to know is right there of what we need to do, and it requires courage and tools in order to step into that reality to see, okay, what's real now, what's available to me now. Okay.
Yeah, well, I break that down to the 4 and 5 C's. So the first is you need the courage to make a change. Second, you need the commitment in order to go through the actions of making the change. Third, you'll learn capabilities that you might not have known that you had before, which then inspires confidence. Once you have confidence, all you need to do is keep the consistency of what you've learned and the daily action moving forward, and then the outcome will be beautiful.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the coach's mind. It's simple and digestible in the steps. And I would say, as a psychologist, you are absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
You are absolutely. This is what it is. This is the kind of work that we do in my practice as well. So, Brian, thank you so much for taking the time to do this practice and discovering.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for inviting me. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And for all that you're doing, that it requires a lot of us to be doing this work to really help as many as possible come into this new way of being and actually living the way they're meant to live. So I'm really deeply honored for you, and thank you again. And for anyone here that has not tried this practice, we invite you to do so. Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be in some version of here on this feed, and we will be doing Brian's amazing prompt next week. You do not want to miss this opportunity. And it's, for someone, this is my